Today we can discuss about how to use update query with the where clause. How to use update query with the where clause. It is similar to select query with the where clause, the same procedure. I'll show you a sample program. In this program also, I didn't use that database name along with the connect method. Accept the database name from the user, and the query to open the database use database name that is executed here. Don't forget about a space inside this double quote. So normal syntax is use database name, use space database name. So that space you have to mention, you have to use inside the query itself. So that is this space and the table name. And in this program, I just want to update the salary of an employee. The program is update the salary of an employee. So you have to accept the salary and the name of the employee, right? So see this program, I'm just accepting the table name of the employee and the salary of the employee. Just go through the query. Here I just use a variable to store the query. Instead of typing the query inside the execute method, I just store the query inside a variable. See that? You can see here the example. Query is a variable name equal to. So this is the query update table name inside the variable table. So the table is concatenated along with the update query. Set salary equal to percentages. This percentages is replaced with the salary value which is accepted from the user. And where name equal to percentages, where this percentage is also replaced with the name of the employee. So see what I done is just return this query inside, store the query inside a variable. Instead of typing the query along with the execute method, I just store that inside a variable. And that variable you can use inside the execute method. See that? And here I'm using the execute method. And I just used variable name query. So this query will be replaced with this query. Understood? Comma, and there will be two percentages is there. So you have to mention both the percentages values inside the tuple. So the first one is salary and second one is name. Both the values inside the tuple. Then the remaining, after that you are extracting fetch all query is there. So I didn't run the you have to execute the select query. After that only this fetch all will work. Understood? Here you can see after executing the update query. So here CUR is the cursor object, and using the execute method you are executing the update query. After executing the update query, I just created another cursor object. You can use the same cursor object itself, but if you want, you can use multiple cursor object also in your program. So that means multiple cursor object is needed when you do your project work. So that is why I am explaining that here in this program. So I am using two cursor object. By using the first cursor object, update query is executed, and by using the second cursor object, I am executing the select query. So see, this is the second cursor object. CUR1 is the second cursor object. And using that CUR1, you can execute the select query. Now the result of this select query will be there in cursor 1. That is there in CUR1. So you have to fetch all the records from CUR1, not from CUR. CUR you just use to execute the update query. And select query is executed by using CUR1 cursor object. So from that cursor object you have to extract the records. So see that I just use the fetch all command for CUR1, fetch all method for CUR1. So from the CUR1 you are extracting. After that you are displaying in a tabular format. Okay, so that we can try out in Python. Update the salary of an employee. We have to update the salary of an employee. So the first three statements are same. I am just inputting the name of an employee, and I am inputting the new salary of that employee. int input enter new salary. See, in this program I am just updating the salary. That means I am just changing the salary of a particular employee. Here I am inputting the name of the employee and the new salary of the employee also. See, I am going to use the execute query mcursor dot execute mcursor.execute update query. What's the syntax of update? Update emb set salary. Salary attribute is check out. The attribute must be same as the one which you used in your SQL. Salary attribute is SAL. The same thing you have to use in your Python also. Otherwise it will show the error message and you will feel it difficult to find out the error also. So I am going to sal equal to percentage S. So that percentage S must be replaced with the SAL. Instead of using SAL, I will change as salary. Otherwise you will confuse that salary and attribute name. So here the salary is accepted inside the variable salary and this percentage S will be replaced with the salary, where name equal to now. That means name equal to percentages. That percentage, second percentage will be replaced with the now. Now that is the query part is over. Then comma. What we studied in the select with where clause, the same thing I am applying here also. Comma, a tuple. The first percentage is salary value which is stored in the variable salary. Comma, second percentage is name. Name is stored in the variable name. Comma, and it's a tuple. So that bracket is closed there. That execute bracket is closed finally. Now this update query will update the value of the employees. Now next I want to display that on your screen whether it is updated or not. So for that either you can, so before that you can do it later. Now I am going to run this program and check it whether it is working or not. Check whether first check it any error is there. Record connect 9 is already 10. Okay. MSQL is not defined. Which is MSQL? I didn't imported the module import MySQL dot connector as MSQL. Enter name. I think it is Cine is there already. Is it Cine or Simi? It's Simi. It is Simi. And asking the new name, new salary. I am going to enter the new salary as 25,000. No error at all. So that is why the shell prompt display over there. Next, you go and check in your, see that the old salary of Simi is 45,000 that you can see over there. And I am going to run the query here, select star from EMB. Is it the change the value of Simi as 25,000? No, in your SQL it is not changed, but it is not showing any error message in your Python screen. Can you say why it didn't change in my SQL? We studied in insert query. When we use the insert query, we studied that whatever the changes you done in Python, you done in SQL through Python must be affected in MySQL only when you use a particular query, which is a particular statement, particular method. Which is that method? That method is commit method. The commit method is used to store all the transaction permanently. All the transaction can be stored permanently by using the method commit. Now here we change that content, change the salary. There is no error is coming over there. That means the change is taking place over there, but the change is not affected in MySQL. So that must be done as a permanent. That must be done as a permanent transaction. So you have to use commit method. So I am going to use the commit method here. My program is this one, and commit method is the method of which object? That is the method of connection object. That is not the method of cursor object. Commit is the method of connection object. So my connection object is mcon.commit. mcon.commit. Now you again run the same program. Now I'll give you one print statement. Print your data is updated. Name, salary, I am going to give the salary as 15,000. Message, there is no error at all. The message came, but you have to check it whether it is updated here in MySQL or not. The previous value is 45,000 and check it. It is changed into 15,000 now. So this is one of the method, one of the way you can use your SQL, use your update query. Update table name, set, attribute name, and the new value where the condition part. Next, I am going to edit the same program and I want to update the salary of all the employees. Here I want to update the salary of all the employees whose age, whose age more than, what are the values here? 32, 23, 30. So more than, I am going to give it as more than 30 by 10,000. So I just want to update all the employees' salary by 1,000 whose age greater than 30. Age greater than 30. If the age is greater than 30, you have to update the salary by 10,000. So in that case, you don't want to specify the name over there. Instead of that, I am going to use age. Age also I am going to input. Age and salary part also I am going to input. So here, int, enter the age. Both I am going to accept from the user. So age I accepted. Same way, salary also here accepted. That means updated by. Enter the new updation. Updated by. Salary updated by. Okay, then this will be correct. And the salary updated by that amount you have to input over there. Now mcursor execute update set salary equal to, how will you change this one? It is not a fixed amount. We have to update the salary by 10,000. That 10,000 here accepting there in the variable salary. So here you have to write salary equal to, can you say, how will you say? Salary plus percentages where it is not name, where age greater than percentages, and the first percentage is should be replaced with the salary and second percentages should be replaced with the age. Is it age? What's the variable name it used over here? It is age itself. See that the first variable, first percentages is replaced with this salary and the second percentage is replaced with this age. That means age greater, that both we are inputting there, greater than 30 and the updation value. And commit over there. And here, one more thing I am going to do. After updation, I want to display the entire content on my screen. So for that, either you can use the same cursor option or you can use another cursor option. I can use I want to execute the query, select query. So already I executed the update query by using M cursor. If you want, you can use the same query, it's the same cursor object itself. Or you can, if you want, you can use another cursor object also. I am going to use a second cursor object. So my cursor, you can use the same thing. And here I am using another object, mcon dot cursor. Second cursor object is created. And that same cursor object I am going to use it over here. Dot execute select star from EMP. Select star from EMP. Now the entire content will be extracted and stored in M cursor, which will be, I have to use the fetch command to extract it from the cursor object. So for that I am using D equal to M cursor 1 dot fetch all. I just want to display on your screen. Press print current content of the table EMP for K in D. For K in D, print. You can use the formatting there. I am just displaying that as a tuple itself. Now check it whether the change is taking place or not. I am going to run this program. Age. I have to enter the age. Age is 30. Salary updated by 10,000. Current content of the EMP table. It is 15,000. That is updated by 10,000 as 25,000. And here also it is updated. Check it the same. The old values is 15,000 and 25,000. And these are the new values 25,000 and 35,000. These two person, that means Simi's age is greater than 32 and Devendram's age also greater than 30. Now check it whether the change is affected here in the table or not. Yes, the change is affected here in the table also because I use the commit over there. Now just check the program once again. The only difference, the new statement and new function I used here is as only commit, remaining same as the previous one which we studied in the select query. See that I am using the update query in this way and commit method. After I just extracted everything by using select query and fetch it and display on your screen. So this is the way you can use your update query.